All right. Wow.
We're in.
And we're live. Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast. On the podcast tour, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are on the podcast tour. We're out here. I got Todd Glass, the happiest guy in the room, always.
Mr. Happy.
Mr. Happy.
Hi, Andy.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to behave and, just be present, not too much. 3 days into the tour, you never know. People might go, Todd's a little much.
I would never say that.
I don't think you're a lot.
Really?
I really don't.
You feel
I will generally say that on air that I don't think you're a lot. But I also know you so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you know what it is? It's a little bit of paranoia. You piece of
Can you
shit.
turn
I
that
hope
up a
they
little
get
bit?
this part on the podcast. This is what he does.
We got Ben here.
He does it on purpose.
We got Ben from volume.com on tour with us. We have corporate Ben. We've been calling him corporate Ben.
Yeah.
We've got corporate in the building on tour with us, making sure that we
Corporate
get
too.
all the content we can for volume.com.
You know what? Let me
district
start
manager.
by
All right.
saying this.
All right, tell me.
Well, no, because I like to, then get the niceties out of the way. Like I'll show you the time I'm having and what I'm paranoid maybe people will think.
Okay.
This is all I want to do in life is. It's not only the show. So Philadelphia is a little rowdy, and one stand-up is they're quieter in one city. I look at it like the whole day.
Right.
So for me, is the show after the show, and all those things count. So if the stand-up goes great one night, and it doesn't matter, I weigh it all in.
Yeah.
So I'm having a great time. You might go, well, we all know that, but I'll say it, I'll lay it down. It's a good group.
You love it?
I do. This is a very good group of people. I didn't know Ben, and a day later you feel like you know the guy. Of course we've known each other a little while, and Beau. It's a good Sean, and then the people we met, like some of them you forget their names, but like there's a lot of nice. And I said the same thing in Denver when I did the podcast.
Right.
It's so funny. I'm saying, well. There's a lot of nice people backstage, and a lot of people. So I'm having a really good time.
I feel like there's about to be a butt. there.
No. Okay.
But
Here's
that
what
being said,
here's what I'm going to say.
I'm fucking done.
No. Here, you'll get it now. There is something coming, but it's not that because there's no. So I hate to ever even talk about age, not in a delusional way, because it has nothing to do with who I am. The year I was born, the things that make me who I am have nothing to do with my age. But as I get older, sometimes I'm paranoid. I never wanted to do any, like when I was 16, I don't want to walk. I don't want to be, someone said I would work out for 3 hours a day. A guy goes, you could do that in 20 minutes. I go, yeah, but I'd have to pick up the pace. I'd rather go slow and just take forever. So I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be hot. So when you're 18 and you say that, it's like, oh, Todd's, they all know. But as you get older, I go, does it look grumpy? That's my paranoia because I'm not. I'm fucking like, I get in funks and I get sad, but not when I'm around the group. I'm always in a good mood. Now the lighting yesterday is what made me get upset. That lighting, and I.
Oh my God! Explain the picture because I want you to
And the
explain
candle.
the moment, and then I want to. And I know what you're about to say.
Okay,
so and then I want to rebuttal.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm glad I said that up front because all that's true. There's no but really. It's the fuller picture.
It's like, but you guys are pieces of shit. And I'm done with this fucking tour.
I could cry. I could, when the tours are that last thing, and how many people you met backstage that were just, you go, wow, it reminds you how good we can be as a species when you're around really good people, and you're the common denominator. So that's what Phil said about you last night too. But I know it's uncomfortable to get compliments. That's why I'm looking down to make your life easier. So I am a fanatic. And I'm also aware this isn't my tour. Like I do it when I open up for somebody, the green room. If I'm opening up for Gaffigan or whoever I'm opening up for, unless it's someone that goes, Todd, you do what you want. A lot of them do say that. They go, you just do what you want with the green room. It's always a better place. But I know this isn't my tour, so I go, Todd, you can't have, you can't. It's not yours. You're on another tour, So with the lighting backstage, now, folks. I don't know how to you. You don't see it. You're never going to see a picture. But people listening, if 10 is the most egregious, disgusting, gross, bright light in
Like
a
a
room
prison cafeteria.
that's got a yes,
like
and
fluorescent.
a room that has a lot of stains and a lot of dirt on the walls, and but it was actually not a bad room. It was just unclean. So when the lights go down, it doesn't look a little better. The only way I know how to say it doesn't fuck a little better. It's night and day. So there's no in between in this room. I'm sorry, I have to go long, and I apologize.
No,
there's no in between.
We got an hour, bro.
There's no in
think we're-
between.
we
This
still
is
got-
the green room. There's no in between. It's either even I would brought it up a little bit, but I'd rather have it a little too dark than bright like that. So when it would change, like somebody just believe me, you don't understand. I have to hide the rage it brings out in me. But when somebody
You're
would do-
hiding the rage that
well,
night?
except for that one time.
Oh my god!
So I thought so somebody would just turn it up. And by the way, I'm not the only one. Somebody there last night, I could tell when I looked at him. A guy, he went, I'm with you. Like he got it. He
you
goes,
know that we weren't turning it up. It was like an auto
I know. Well,
thing.
no, sometimes they would.
Oh.
They would go like, and I go, finally, Todd, let it be. And you go, oh no, put it down. And I'm like, no. At one point, it was less stressful for me. It was, I'm telling you what was inside of me. Unless I'm lying, I'm a sick
You're not.
fuck. At one point, I realized it was easier and more calming to leave them up. And that's I think that's a good thought to have. And then
Explain the audience, though. This is the green room. This is where no one sees. This is just for people backstage working on stuff on their computers. Sean's blind as a bat.
See, it's so funny. I get
Oh,
that.
I didn't even know that.
I get it. That's why at one point it was easier to go leave them up. The conversation about why it doesn't bother most people, bright lights, is for another time. This was leave them up. And then you look, with some time in between, now I know what you were doing. So you were trying to be nice to me, but but it was so ugly. And then when I brought him down, you'll see the video. So I'm not crazy. Go something that's not trying to make me look wrong, but make me look right. Get some pictures of
I have a
backstage.
picture. I have a picture.
And post
Grab
them
my
on your
phone.
podcast.
Someone posted a photo. We were in the fucking pitch dark.
Yeah, it was pretty dark.
Well, it
But
was
no,
my
my
phone,
candle.
my phone, my
And
phone.
he always lights a candle in the middle of the room. That's kind of nice.
I like that.
actually.
That's
I like
romantic.
That.
But
That's
I
what
know
like.
Todd's vibe.
And we had a candle lit in the middle on the table.
Yeah.
With
And
some
people were
incense.
hanging out and they were talking.
I like
and-
it darker, to be fair.
But I would say I would have brought it up too. But I want to preface that.
I just got a photo. Someone sent me a selfie. Is this it?
That's 4 p.m.
This is 4 p.m. Todd wants this place like it is
See,
Ibiza up in
I'm
this
not
place.
going to have this conversation if you're going to.
Todd, do you see this
You're
picture?
reacting to me comedically.
I'm not.
But yeah,
Todd.
I'm saying, I just
seen it.
said, Andy.
I already
Do you
saw
see
it.
this?
I do. But
Do you
I
see this? It's a dark blue in that
Andy,
bitch,
Here's
dude.
my problem.
She had the flash
It looked
on.
like
wait-
SeaWorld.
I'm gonna wait till
Okay.
you-
Okay, sorry.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
I said, like, why can't anyone else defend me and go? And actually, Todd said he thought it was too dark too.
Beau, get over here.
But I'll take the two. No, it's on. We recorded the show.
Okay.
We're recording this, so people will be able to go. He did just say that 30 seconds ago. All they have to do is press a 15-second button. If they're curious, they go
Twice.
boom, 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 and they go, yeah, he did say it. It was too dark. Matter of fact, I turned on a lamp. I did before, and I said because I thought it's too dark. But again, I say if I can't have what's perfect, I'll take a little too dark than way too fucking bright. Because it was as bright when it got bright as it was dark when it got dark. There was no in between. I plugged in a lamp, and I said, "Is that better?" And you said, "No, turn the lamp off." But later I got it. People came in, they needed light. I get it. Like I'm defending you. Defend me like I defend you. I understand your thought process. Sean's trying to look things up on the computer. I get why they got turned on. Honestly, I do. And to me that I've said, just Todd, let that be. That's less stressful. But as a friend, like that's the sane part of me, which I don't always react sane. That's the sane part of me going, Todd, there's a reason they want the lights on backstage and you have to let go of something that means a lot to you, but do it. Now, as a friend though, it's fucking hard to be in a gross, disgusting atmosphere when I know how sexy and vibey it can be.
Oh, I
But-
thought you were talking about like us as disgusting people.
no.
I'm like, Jesus fucking
But Andy,
Christ, Glass.
there are these three guys, and people will go watch them. Go watch 3 of their clips, and they're on TikTok, and they're the triplets. They're the something brothers. They're the triplets, and I am fucking addicted to them. They have 9 million followers. These are interesting young kids that most of the time do it in their car, and their dynamic is us. And it's so, and it's you and my friend Daniel Kino, the only two people I thought. And it made me feel better because I go, like, it's so funny. Like, I love you to death, but the longer sometimes I go, why am I picking on you? Like, sometimes I jokingly go, he's a rock star. And I'm like, Andy, why don't you?
Andy, you're picking your nose and scratching yourself.
Yeah, last night he was like a monkey. I'm not kidding around. I watched him. But my safe word truth. You went picking your hand, then you pick your arms, then you pick your ear, then you're scratching your head. I'm like, oh my God, maybe I'll have to go to the fist punk with it.
Eating pizza that hasn't been in the fridge from overnight. That's the thing he does that I can't stand.
I'll just eat pizza that
he leaves it out on the counter overnight and then eats it in the morning. I can't do that.
I think I would do that. Too.
Maybe I'm the weird one on that.
Hold your hand.
Hold my hand.
But
now kiss me on the mouth.
No, no. No, not late when no one's around. But I can tell you,
No one's around.
besides the green room like that, I love every second of being on this. And you know what I meant? Like, I once said to somebody, and I was going full circle here, and then I'll calm down a little, that I remember I met my friend, I won't say her name. I met her mom, her mom.
Right.
And her mom was like older. And I thought, my friend is just like her mom. It's just cute because she's 20. She's always complaining and this, that, but it's cute. She's 20. She like doesn't age well complaining. So I get paranoid. Like I'm having the time of my fucking life. You'll just always, and sometimes I like think when I'm with you guys, hide it. Like when I was 18. So I don't want someone to go, oh, because it's his age. It has nothing to do with my age. I'll tell you what has to do with my age. Very little. Has to do with when I was 19, I was the same person. Someone was like, oh, I'm taking a cab. I'm not walking. Like I hear myself at the end of the day and I go, oh, I hope they don't, look like, oh, I'm not walking. I'm not doing this. Like, what are you, with Larry David? So, but I was always like that.
Todd,
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Todd thinks like
what
Jurassic.
What the fuck just happened? 12 minutes on lighting?
But Todd thinks when he wakes up, it's like that scene in Jurassic Park where you see the water shaking and then the kids are just
yeah.
Be quiet. He's awake. We don't think like that, Todd. We fucking love you.
I like watching you. You look like when we get to the venue about the chairs. You like an Australian shepherd herding sheep. By the way, that's not an insult. They're the smartest dog.
Where are the lights? I saw him yesterday. He's like, where are the lights?
Yeah.
Yo, turn the tables. Hey, we gotta get the lights dimmed.
Can we talk about that?
Can we start a bonfire? I got some extra chairs.
You're gonna get me worked up, but look, I'm willing. Like, look, I know I can be insane, but I'm telling you something. No, you're gonna say I know, but inwardly, whether it's you or you or you or you, look, there could be another truth. Like if I wasn't around, maybe you go, I love Todd, but I really do love him, but the chairs aren't as important as he thinks they are. Like, you know who you are. I'm not going to go, do you really agree with me? Do you really? But I'm telling you. Now, whether we could do it or not is a completely different story.
Right.
But thinning the room out, like I say this a lot about a lot of things, and for the people listening, it means, and it's a common thing, not all clubs do it, but if a room is set for a certain amount, I think we had 150 or something, but the room was set for more. Yeah. That you do, that you thin it out. So I've been to clubs where the Sunday night they go, hey, it's a room that holds like 250, 300. They go, Sunday night we only have 125. You think you can't, but they take 2 seats out. Every table that holds 6, they put 4. The tables of 4, they put 2. Everybody has a little more room. It does not look thinned out. It just shows how tight people are in there.
Yeah.
They can all turn. For your podcast, they have enough room to turn their chairs. So thinning that room, doing it that way, thinning those chairs out would have made a big fucking difference. They might have, but it's very important. And to me, it pained me to know that they wouldn't do it. Can I say shit about them?
Yeah. Talk that shit.
Go ahead.
I was not impressed.
What, City Winery?
Well, it's like, do you want to be a music venue or do you want to be in the restaurant business? And at one point, you're doing comedy at a restaurant, and it looks like a restaurant. And the sad part is, they should hear this because the changes they would need to make.
I'll tag City Winery. Hey, Beau, tag at City Winery.
By the way,
NYC.
I know this beast. Not the chains like some of the smaller comedy chains do it better. But some of them, I won't mention the names, but they're the owners of that comedy club. They go, oh, we have shrimp tempura now. The bigger the menu, the shittier the club. They're restaurants. You can serve food, it's what food you serve and how you serve it. But that should have been thinned out the room. And they all ran around making a big deal. You know why? Because they didn't see the value in it. But I'm at clubs that do it all the time. It's not a big ask. They walk in like it's not a big deal, though. Just like the venue the night before, you know, like they come in, they go, "How many we sell? Okay, we got. Oh, that's exactly the amount of chairs we have. Leave it like it is." So it's just pull 50 seats. I'm at the Vermont Comedy Club. What are our tickets for Sunday Late Show? Okay, pull 50 seats, and it looks great, and everyone's happy. But they didn't do it. You know why? Because it is a pain in the ass. I'm give it to you, and if you don't see the value in it, it's a meme trying to relate with them, but it's real. If you don't see the value in it, yeah, I get why they don't do it. It's a pain in the fucking ass. But when you see the value in it, and they were all about the food, all they give a shit, the food. People look like a food venue. It looked like a restaurant, and so it's like, you know what it's like? It's a restaurant with a fucking nice PA, and it's a restaurant with a kick-ass sound system. But they're fucking restaurants.
Wow.
So we're looking for a new venue next time we do a live pod.
Next time
in
we
New
do
York.
live pod.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
By the way,
No, he's right.
I
Hold on,
asked
but
you.
did you?
I
You
asked you if I
understand.
could talk about it. You
And
could have
I
said
said yes.
Okay.
You
I don't
are
mind. I mean,
correct.
you're totally correct. I'm all about vibe. That's why I always hate when my agent puts me at a 1,500 cap room when
Right.
I could only draw 800 people
Right.
in a town. But we have to do it for optics and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, because fucking music industry is a bunch of politics.
It's all
whatever.
about posters.
Yeah, all about what venue you're at.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. If you can't pack a full room like that, go to the small room and make it feel like a vibe. And I
Yeah.
agree. I'm not bitching
Yeah, by
about
the way,
that.
and I'm not insulting myself either. You can have a career that's gone very, very well and have a night here and there. It
was crazy.
The
Todd
point of
was-
the story wasn't to say, oh, there weren't, it happens all
right.
the time to every performer. But it was more that venue. They really did, and they wouldn't. They thinned it out, right? They acted like they couldn't understand it because they didn't. Because instead of having it was like they get these people that ran an Applebee for 50 years. Instead of somebody that dealt with talent and knows what they like and how important it is. The heat in the green room. Look, I know this. I've been
so
doing this
hot.
a long time. And he goes, the guy was being nice. It wasn't his fault. He'd been there 6 months. He goes, yeah, that's been broke for a while. Not broke. It's not fixed.
Right.
There's heat in the green room. So that means that place has been open for 2 years. And that's not high priority to go, we have to stop making it boiling in the green room. If it means having AC vac people in here and we got to spend, that's not low on the list, but it's low on their list.
Yeah.
Because they're not performer smart. And that doesn't mean they can't be in business for another 50 years. But anybody that listens, that really knows, goes, yeah, Todd's fucking right. It doesn't mean they can't have some great names performing there. See if they go back.
Yeah,
See if they
yeah,
go
yeah.
back. I saw some good names out there.
Yeah.
They got some really good names. Let's see what I hear. Because I used to just go to a club because I go, wonder if that's a good club. And I would see a friend of mine's picture up there and I go, oh, and I take the date. But then I talk to him. I go, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, I didn't have a good time there at all. I'm like, oh, I just saw your name there. And you're right. I took for granted. So let's see.
And I think he was mad too because they didn't. We put on his rider 2 bags of sweet candy and savory snacks, and they didn't
yeah,
fucking bring it. Do you think that?
didn't
was
get a
the-
Skittles.
Do you think? Anyway, thank Glass. So
By the way, Philadelphia, my brother goes,
Hold on.
Todd, seeing you eating that candy while the whole band was playing, because I knew you were in your glory.
yeah, don't let
all your
Todd's
favorite
18-minute 37 rant about how rooms should be take for granted that we're having a great fucking time here.
Well, I said that up front. That's why I was like, I wanted to.
I mean, he
go.
is completely right about everything.
You're right. It's all about vibe. And also, this is new. Like we're normally a rock band who plays like we'll play any fucking
No
club.
chairs.
No
No
chairs.
chairs.
So like
Right.
this is my first show with like having chairs and like it's
Yeah.
fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's a different environment, and that's why we had to get the Vibe Master in here. Even if that room looked like Ibiza, 1984, in the NYC winery, I could hear. He's like, "Do you mind playing some music?" I was just like, "No, but I hear you." But do you think that? Serious question: do you think the city winery would have allowed us to have a nitrous tank on stage like Philadelphia?
Brought on stage during the show.
Do you think they would have kicked us out if we would have
'cause
done some dumb
there's
shit?
no soul. Look, there's no.
might not
I don't
notice.
mind going off on them. I usually don't go off on places because what I'm saying, I'm not wishing them ill. I'm not saying anything bad about the employees that work there. It's just their.
You did call a
it's
guy
their
Small
vibe.
Dick Billy.
Well, you know what? He was the guy who wouldn't let me turn the lights off in the green room.
Hey, Small Dick Billy, it's fucking hot in here. What is this, 1944?
Turn the boiler off.
But it was still fun. And the food was good. I'll give him that. Food was very good, but that's not, Anyway,
Talk
It's a
your shit.
restaurant.
18 minutes. No, I'm all
18 minutes, Todd. Now we're at 20.
Well, we talked about, it was more than just the vibe. It started as maybe just close the white curtain. That'll like just give you a little filter, but still
I'll just get
light
the
it.
sun off you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you're kidding. You know, the thing is, I can't react because then I react. You'll go, oh, I know. But it was more about.
I want you to react.
It was more about what got me when I yelled in the green room. And by the way, that yelling to me is
I didn't feel like it was attacking at all. It's just you getting out your feelings.
right.
City
And then-
Winery, am I right?
City That was good. Damn, you made Todd stand up. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I might just go.
Oh my God! Sometimes good timing, motherfucker. So that's that.
So, what'd you have to eat today?
No, let me tell you something.
What'd you have to-
I could talk
So,
about the setup. It's an obsession.
You should just do
I
a
know.
It's an
podcast
obsession.
about this.
I feel about.
We are.
Like no, I mean like a series, like a master class, like here's how to set up your club.
I'm not making fun of you. I
No,
swear to God.
you can make fun
But
of me.
you're
I know
right.
you love
You're-
me. But about being right, let me just say this. It makes me feel not gross. I think I'm right most of the time because that took being wrong sometimes. Meaning, I played different music at clubs when I was 22 and 23. And then Brian Regan goes, here's my suggestion for walk-in music. And I went, you're right. I used to make an announcement when I was 23 if the club let you. It was always a big deal from behind. Are you ready to make some noise? And now for music, yes, because they're coming out with fucking music. You can
Right.
go make noise and then they fucking take their music and shoot over it. But for a podcast or something like that, make noise doesn't work. So I changed my announcement when I went to the Punchline in San Francisco, and I remember their opening announcement. It wasn't loud. The lights came down, and they went, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the Punchline. And then they let it calm. And then he goes, I make it live because sometimes I need to repeat it. He goes, everybody's trying to get a crowd ready, whether they play loud music or soft music. Just everyone has different idea what gets them ready. And amongst probably the right, the group, they get, not for every comedian, I want to make that real clear, but for most, calming them. Setting some, hey, we should let you know at the Punchline that we have a 0 tolerance for heckling. Some other clubs have a warning system. We like to let you know that unfortunately, if you yell out once, we do have to remove you from the showroom. The only reason we do that is because that's the way our customers have wanted it since we opened our doors in
That's
1981. It's like, yeah, it says that, yeah, we're a restaurant, we serve drinks, but we have rules. This is not a restaurant where the customer's always right. And that announcement says it. Like, no, we couldn't. So I changed my announcement.
Doesn't go any further.
So I think I'm right most of the time because I have been able to be wrong and change. I didn't just come with all these opinions. I've learned. All I did was steal great ideas from every club as I tour around. So, I'm wrong a lot, and that's how you end up being right a lot. If you admit it, if you acknowledge it and change your ways, that is a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Do
you like cocaine, Todd?
I know.
Somebody get this
someone
guy a latte, extra shot.
someone had nose.
Yeah, nasal
Saline
cocaine.
solution.
Saline cocaine in Philly. God, Philly is just
That's
like...
a new thing.
They were my sister. I have to. It's so funny. I'm doing the show, and my brother's in the audience with my wife, and I'm like up there, and I go, I have to run over in between. I'm like, I don't really do nitrous, I don't. I'm like nervous there.
Todd
And then
ripped the balloon on stage. They're like, Todd,
you own a home.
Todd.
You can do.
Do you know how? Is that crazy to go that that's such a giggly, warm feeling when a whole crowd's doing that to you? It's so. It just warms your heart because
Yeah.
it's so much silliness being
Yeah.
thrown at you, and it works.
Yeah.
It works. I'm like, I think I'm gonna do this nitrous balloon.
As we found out after you are a pro in the clubs. You are a pro.
I think you should
love
do a
shows.
master class on how to set up your comedy
know what?
club.
Do you think this show is fun? Is it a fun show? Is it an entertaining show? You've seen shows. Like, this isn't a rock show. It feels like it's a little bit of both. What do you think of this whole show as a package? You've watched the show now.
Look, it's very easy for me to say because I think innately, it's everything you want it to be. It's like last night when John from not John Roots.
Oh, Captain Kirk Douglas from The Roots.
Yeah.
Yes. He was just saying because it was chaotic out there and everything. And then he goes, oh, he didn't know if he could match that. I go, oh no, you'll see the journey of the show. And then 10 minutes later, they could be he could be having a heart to heart with you.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then then it'll become this, and then it'll become that.
Well, explain to the audience like why he was like freaked out.
Well, I mean, it's a lot.
So funny.
Sean is larger than life, and he's doing these song parodies, and then
About
there's music,
cum
and then you're playing bum bum bum, and there's just a lot going on. And then he comes out and fucking on the sax and just like shreds it, and it's a lot. But then you know what I've done the show twice, and I know this from doing podcasts over the years. You know, when you're hanging out with your friends. And somebody, when you're having everyone's laughing so hard, and then someone tells a story that's a little sad, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I brought down." You don't have to be sorry.
Yeah,
it makes the fun funner.
Dynamics.
So like, it's just all. It's not. It's It's when someone's telling a story that might not be hilarious or funny, but it's interesting. That's great too.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's just this sort of. It's. I know it's overused term a lot, but it's like really, really. It's organized fucking chaos.
Hell yeah. I love that. That's what I call everything I do.
Yeah, me too. That's why I try to like package it so I know what I'm doing.
Listen, I know it's chaotic, but I planned this chaos.
Organized boredom.
What do you think? How you feeling about this show?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was going to get to talk. I'm just kidding.
That's a joke. I feel great about it. I think we're doing great.
What do you mean? It's the most interesting thing to me so far has just been how different the two shows were, like just in terms
Philly
of the
was,
energy. But they were both great in different ways.
Yeah, Philly was chaos, and it felt like a rock podcast, and the other one was like a really thoughtful.
I was telling Ben earlier that I kind of feel like the New York one might even play better when we play it. Like when we put it out, for people to watch.
I agree.
You know what I mean? For a home viewer, because like that stuff at Philly.
Because we will be posting every one of these shows on volume.com, and we're going to call it the Sunday Scaries. And you can watch us perform these for the next 3 weeks, probably starting in a week after this. So that'll be fun. I think we're getting jokes. I think we're getting laughs.
Good.
We're getting heartfelt stuff. Like people are getting applauding for the songs we're playing and just the overall vibe. And it is a special thing because
it's different.
We're all fucking, these are my best friends.
Yeah.
It's different than the band. The band I've been with for 15 years. I have all these, crazy emotions with and like crazy.
They're more like family. We're like friends. They're
you guys,
family.
Yeah, and it's great to have Sean, who's part of my family, on this involvement. So it doesn't feel like I'm like going solo like Tupac. It's like a little mixture of both. But I fucking love hanging out with you guys. You guys are my favorite people I like to hang out with.
It's fun to be out of your element.
Even when you yell at me in the green room.
Have you ever done? How many have you guys done? This is the third.
Maybe 5 overall, though.
5 overall.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Because I did Denver.
It's just fun to do something you don't do all the time and get better and sharpen a new skill.
Yeah, and like it made me get out of fucking autopilot. Like when I'm in the band, sometimes I'm like just going through the motions.
Yeah, exactly.
And like this,
like when you call me Ernie before a sax solo. I think you almost did that in Philly, didn't you?
I almost did it in Philly.
So
I've only done it a few times because
I think it should offend Ernie more than me.
I'm always seeing the big man.
Have forgotten to thank when I have the band. It's probably happened 3 times. Literally just 3. And I get backstage, I'm like, holy fuck, I run back out. I'm like, no, because it feels so horrible.
Yeah.
But I write everybody's name down that way, because I get too.
It's fun to not
scared.
be on autopilot.
Yeah, and it's fun to like kind of like get back to why I started music in the first place, and when I was like in the fucking streets, fucking Craigslist and everyone, and trying to get a show together, and finding local musicians in every fucking city, and kind of like having a band practice on stage, like a quick band. All right, we're good. All right, let's go. It's like I love that chaos, and then to make it, and then it feels professional. It's just. It's keeping me present.
And I love people's reaction to it. That no one really knew what to expect, and they all like it way more than they all like it, and they think it's like a rich experience with a lot going on.
Do you think we party too much, Todd?
Well, I'm not going to say yes. That's part of the reason I come out, because I feel like I can do more with you, because, it's like when you're with Doug Benson back when when I first started smoking pot. You feel like...
Gaffigan isn't ripping lines at 4 a.m. in some weird hotel room?
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
It's been fun.
Hey, can we cut the camera?
Chill.
I just get assassinated from the window.
Jesus Christ. That's how
I
tight
did see
it is.
Gaffigan is in New York. He was at the Knicks game. He got
really?
interviewed, yeah.
I thought about reaching
You should text
out.
him. Say
I
we're in
will.
town.
I will. Maybe
James!
he'll join us for dinner.
Yeah, we should have dinner with him. Let's do it in the city or something. You're going on tour with Gaffigan.
Do you think some of your podcast I think it probably will. You'll get like your music will get better and your podcast will get better. Like the good thing. Like,
Yeah.
Because I've thought that with my act and
Oh
the
yeah.
podcast.
Oh yeah. I'm playing songs I haven't played before because I'm not relying on Sean. I have to like actually be the first person to start the songs mostly. So like I got to play all my songs where I was like playing piano and wrote the song on piano versus like writing the song with like guitar because I'm not that good at guitar. You know, it's like so like I had to relearn a lot of these songs. Like Dream, I haven't played in forever. I'm like, what chords are those? You know, it's just like. So it's like it kind of gets me on my wits to you know, just fucking get better as an entertainer. But I did like there's a bunch of nice compliments about, you know, how we're just like, you know, really good entertainers. You know, doesn't matter what we do, we are gonna entertain. And I just wanted to make people know that it's not all about drugs and pussy and cocaine. We could do this show,
But
too.
it's not about that.
Oh no, I was talking about everyone's dick last night.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was asking Captain Kirk if Prince has a big dick or what was I saying?
I don't remember.
Why am I
Everybody's
so
curious
fascinated with dick
because you're
size?
honest. I think most people are.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's-
fascinated. I will look like I'm looking at
I think it's
everyone's
like
dicks right
tribal.
now. Like I'm looking at all three. God,
I think it's
Todd,
like a-
look at the dong on Todd, dude.
Jesus Christ. Remember I told you before the show?
Look how big it is.
No, listen.
It's
There
like
we
a
go.
tribal thing. It goes back
people,
to our...
I'll like zoom in on somebody's crotch, you know? So I thought, my God, I got to be careful. That's why sometimes you cross your legs.
Have you been getting pussy on this tour, Todd?
No.
No, you're not.
No. Well, Andy, no offense to your fans, but ooh. You know what?
Have
you know,
there been
people-
men flirting with you on the tour?
No. But I've met, you know, I only preface it because it's the true way I feel, and I hate like what I just said about you're Slim Pickens, all for the joke. Because I always say get the fans. Okay, I'll look down again because compliments are hard. I think people get the fans they deserve. So a lot of entertainers don't realize when they complain about their fans, like in radio, they used to do it a lot. They used to go, we did a remote. The people are. You're like, yeah, they're your fans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or comedians will go,
You're dating him.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll hear comedians go, and I don't say anything. I hear from a distance. I heard a comedian go, he's opening up for this comedian, you know, that draws an amphitheater. And he goes, today all the crowds, they're a little more chatty. They all heckle. They all do this. And I don't say it, but I think, no, his crowds. I'm on tour with Gaffigan or even Tosh or Spade. They're not yelling out and heckling.
Right.
But you get the fans you deserve. And you get, I mean, there's a lot of nice people. Like, look, you know, I'm sure when you're at a certain level, you can't do this, but I like that I can still hang out and meet people.
Right.
Certain nights you want to get away, you do. I need to get out of the situation. You're like, okay, I just need to go be by myself. But guess what? More than that, you meet really nice people. So you got really nice fans, and they come out and they're kind and they seem gentle and
different kinds of people, which is nice.
Exactly.
Not like just 80 dudes.
right. Well, that's
At the jam concerts, it's 80
so
dudes.
sick of jam band shows. Like, there's only concerts you go to where the line at the men's restroom is longer than the line at the women's restroom. I went to an Humphrey show and I just went in the women's restroom one time. No one even noticed. There wasn't anybody in there. But you know what? That's the crowd they attract.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's.
Has our hospitality been good for you, Glass?
No, when you ask that, like, if it wasn't, I wouldn't like, you know. But
I'm just
everything-
asking.
Well, everything's perfect.
Oh,
Everything's really perfect. I mean, seriously, like, I don't. You know, Beau knows his shit.
Yeah.
You know, you get your flights, you get your, you know, that stuff you don't take for granted. Like when you're on the road with, you know, someone that knows what they're doing. And,
Right.
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah,
You
it's
get
nice.
into the hotels. My room key was there. Like Beau does a fucking kick-ass job.
Let's go. Beau,
nice to have a
get over
tour.
here. Get over here, Beau.
It's nice to have a tour where there's not like one dumbass, you know? Like there's no Floyd.
Hey, Beau, come here. Sit on this twin bed with us. How's you know, this is a different transition for the tour. This is different than the band. How you feeling about it?
Dude, honestly, I've been feeling great. Aside from travel logistics, kind of a pain in the ass, just taking the train and like having to haul the gear around. But I mean, if that's the most difficult thing that we have to deal with, then like That's not too bad, if you ask me.
I was already troubleshooting how you could carry your. I'm not lying. The posters.
Yeah.
So what I thought was not a cylinder that's that wide, and I would Velcro it to the side of your suitcase.
Ooh, that's not
and
a
you
bad
would just
idea.
put it there. And I was like, the other day, I'm like, I'm gonna fix that for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that for him.
Well, dude, and I thought about buying tubes too, but like you got to roll them so tight to like get them in there.
Oh,
we need
yeah.
a nice girthy tube.
Yeah. Woo.
Great poster talk, guys.
Great, yeah. Jesus
Hi there.
fucking Christ. Our fans gonna love the poster talk.
Bo, is this harder or easier than doing the band?
I think easier so far it has been anyways. Like the first night in Philly, obviously it wasn't even like bad or anything. It was just like, yeah, it's new and figuring out the run of show and how we do all that. But obviously doing the last, like the Ophelia's one, the New Orleans one, like those were good.
Yeah.
I don't know, like testing, you know what I'm saying? Like to get that practice. And so I think this was way easier coming into this, especially because we're not doing it. These first couple, we're not doing live.
It's a couple less
I
people,
think.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's been easy. I think so.
By the way, we are doing a live podcast on volume.com Thursday, live at Ophelia's. We're going to be FaceTiming Todd Glass from the Jim Gaffigan tour.
That's right. Coming up.
Yeah, so we got Sam Talent, amazing comedian, and we have Josh Blue as our guest, and we have a special musical guest that we will not talk about, but it's very
We won't
juicy.
talk about it.
Very girthy.
We won't talk about it.
Yeah. But you're having fun, though.
Yeah, dude, and honestly, I do like it's like a variety show. The mixture of music, the comedians, like the heartfelt shit, Nitrous Mafia, like it's a lot of fun.
Nitrous-
yeah,
there's
it's been cool.
A drug
Nitrous
ring.
Mafia came out to our show in Philadelphia, put the fucking tank on the stage with bandanas on, and walked out of the room. And
And then 10 minutes later, you're doing a speech about how your mom's cancer free. It's beautiful.
I know.
It's beautiful, dude. But that's good.
I love it.
You know the
It's like Game of Thrones.
the Nitrous Mafia guy.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in a booth with him. I think it. Where'd we go?
Johnny Brenda's.
Is it Johnny Brenda's?
Yep.
I thought it was John and Brenda's.
No, it's like
Johnny
first name, last
Brendan.
name.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah. I go, oh, and then the Nitrous King came up. He goes, yeah, that's me. I go, no, it isn't.
That'd be so funny.
I go, he goes, yes, it is. I go, no, he had something on his head like that. He goes, no, and he shows me. I'm like, oh my god, it's the Nitrous Mafia. And I couldn't believe it. He got in character for me.
I
That's
love
hilarious.
it. Dude, yeah, Philly is a fucking weird beast, dude.
Man, I like it there.
I fucking love it, dude. Any city that
got a little
gets
Buffalo in it.
excited, yeah,
There's
it's got a little Buffalo
similar
in it.
people.
You know, when their team wins, they're out there eating horse shit. You know, like it's like you got to respect a city who fucking just
Yeah.
loves.
They'll flip a car whether they win or lose.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
care.
you're from Philly.
And they don't even
Yeah.
have
You
insurance.
loved it being home for the 1,000th time this week.
Yeah, I know. I was home 2 weeks ago. I did. I like being home.
Bo, thank you. Give it up for Bo for killing it on the tour. Bo
There he is.
So Philly was good. New York was good. We have Raleigh tomorrow, or Wednesday. We got to fly. We got to drive to Hartford, Connecticut tomorrow to go
Mordor.
go to Mordor. Go to
Jan
the
Van
Chateau
Mordor.
de Mordor to interview Goose. Everyone is scared shitless that we are gonna like.
Let's not even
fuck
talk
shit
about that.
up.
Part. Yeah.
We're not gonna. Everyone, we're not gonna fuck shit up. We're
Guys.
gonna give this the interview and the respect.
yeah.
And the like they think we're just gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna ruin everyone's
We're
life.
trying
not.
to use them to help us, okay? So we're going to do a good job. You fucking idiots. What do you think this is? God damn it.
By the way, you do that all the time, don't they? See, like when you bring people out, how you mix you're Andy, but you're respectful.
Yeah.
Don't they see that you do
They
that?
do,
You've done
but
that
managers
already.
are fucking
Well, they have
weird.
some, there's
all
some
these
stuff-
managers are
Yeah.
weird, dude.
It's
Every
lawyers, I
manager
think,
just
too.
overthinks everything.
Yeah.
I know your manager listens. So I'm
No,
not,
he overthinks everything.
I make
too.
fun of him constantly on
He's
here.
probably so pissed that Nitrous Mafia has now 10,000 reshares.
I can't believe that he hasn't.
It's got like 200,000.
I can't believe he hasn't left you a voicemail about it, honestly.
No, he doesn't call me on Mondays. He knows that my serotonin level is horrible.
Does he know you play the? Does he
You're
know
good
you
today,
play the
though.
voice
I am.
memos?
Oh yeah.
They're so
Dude,
funny.
he sent
He's
one
good at it.
2 days ago that was so. I showed it to.
It was 4 minutes long.
It was
or
4
something.
minutes long. He was pissed. There's like this photo going around. This guy took a photo, and Paul Cawthon ran out of the fucking after Winter Wondergrass, and like I was just in the catering, just talking. And Paul Cawthon kicks the door out and says Frasco, and he puts cocaine on his hand. and just throws it on my nose. And someone took a picture of Paul going like this with his thumbs, and my face is
It's a bad picture.
It's a
I mean,
bad picture.
Yeah.
And I was nice that the photographer said, yeah, we're going to keep this one in the archive.
Right,
but I
right,
thought it was
right,
just such a funny photo that I sent it to Schwartz. He's like, this isn't fucking funny.
But he knows it's not public, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's right.
But if I was your manager, I mean, I get it.
Maybe he's right.
I mean, I get it.
You can't play devil's advocate. You pick a side. Schwartz or Frasco.
No, it's probably I'll split down the middle.
This is similar to the chairs thing. It's like he's not going to move the chairs, so
Yeah.
just.
I want to talk about that more. Don't get me started.
He's not going to stop partying. They're not going to move the chairs. Brian, move on. You know.
Yeah. I mean, do you think I party too much?
I don't think you've been that bad.
I don't think I could answer that fairly.
I
What
can
about
answer-
this last 3 days?
I can answer fairly.
One at a time.
I don't think you party too much.
You see me all the time.
Yeah, you're fine.
They just like wanna like.
What is are your kids at home waiting for you to come home to fucking put them to bed? No. You're 36 and single. Like you should be partying. Other people should be living vicariously through you who can't do this.
Yes.
The nitrous oxide, is that the most dangerous thing?
No.
I mean, I do.
Why? What's more dangerous than that?
Cocaine.
Dennis
Is
give you
it?
nitrous oxide.
I don't know. I think cocaine's. I mean, it's not like the 70s where you're just doing cocaine. There's like
Yeah.
some stress of like maybe having fentanyl in it.
It's not regulated.
In the 80s,
It's
I
not,
think
I'm not even doing that much cocaine. I'll do
No.
like a toot.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
At Philly though, Philly
not.
was just fucking crazy. It was
even me, I got. Whew,
I know,
I was
you're-
coked out of my goddamn head. Every corner I turned, there was a pile of coke. I'm just at the end, then I'm like, just snorting it up everywhere I go, shoving it in my face, eating
That was
it.
drywall.
I'll eat spackle. One was cut with spackle. I go, I'm thinking I'm snorting spackle. One of Andy's friend goes, it is spackle.
You're like, this is the best spackle I ever had.
I got a good laugh last night when I go, sometimes I trust Andy. I'm in the room with him, and there's just some mushroom. It's like some weird thing, and it's like stronger than usual. It looks different than. And the guy goes, yeah, I'm friends with Andy. And Andy goes, yeah, it's my buddy. And so I do it. And then later I go, how do you know that guy? And he's like, oh, he vomited at a concert, and I lent him my shirt.
Yeah.
I go, what?
No.
I thought you knew him better than that. I took the mushrooms because I thought you were. This is my best friend.
I'm a very trustworthy person.
Yes.
I trust everyone.
It's good.
Look
You
at
know
my
what?
best friends. I got Todd Glass. I got Nick Gerlach.
I don't know that
you are completely honest with how you feel about me. That's why I love you guys. And I feel like I try to be honest with you, even if it's a little passive aggressive.
I know what I love about you.
Well,
What?
you're going to be passive aggressive. That's your thing.
Yeah.
I love about you, and I really does mean everything to me. I really like being around people. Sean. I think Sean gives me this throughout the night. Doesn't mean they don't get into funks, and it doesn't mean maybe some of them are depressed, some whatever. But you get fucking soak life in. Like when I'm around you, I feel like I'm gonna fucking enjoy the night.
Yeah.
Even if you part at 1 hour and I part at another hour while we were hanging, I feel like and I like that. Like when you come over to my house for Thanksgiving, I'm like, I know it's going to be fucking great. I know you're going to hang. I like hanging out late at night.
I like hanging.
And then we're in my podcast studio till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Eating pretzels and
Eating
mushrooms.
pretzels, and I
Sounds
know that
awesome.
I'm going to have a good time. I
Yeah.
know that I'm going to enjoy myself.
I love staying up past my bedtime and talking with my
Let's
gal
get the
pals.
newbie in here. Ben Holst. Corporate Ben.
Corporate Ben.
Corporate Ben.
He's scared.
Yeah, you're scared. Get in the dungeon, dude. Get in the
over here,
danger
you piece of
zone.
shit.
Come sit on this twin bed. Hey, Ben. How you doing?
Camera
Welcome to the show.
covering it. Where do you want me over here?
Ben.
This here.
Ben.
Yes.
Are you going to get divorced after this tour?
No.
Good.
I
Let's
have
go.
a real good wife. She's jealous I'm out here.
Yeah. Man, how's it been? What do you think how the tour's been going?
I'm going to sum it up like this. I feel like a great success because I tucked Andy Frasco in last night.
You did.
And that, to me, is a win.
You did. I went
walked
to
out
bed.
on my own.
I love
made it
you.
back to Nick's and my new
We got chopped
home.
cheeses at 3 a.m.
He thought he was waking me up, but he didn't know about insomnia, Nick.
He's like, bitch, I'm already up.
He's like, I've been up. I'm trying to go to sleep.
He's like, one eye open, just waiting for your ass to come in. Hello.
hello, I've been waiting on
Hello.
you.
Hello, roommate.
What do you think?
No.
Is the show good?
The show is
You said
good.
your friends had fun.
Oh, my friend Sean sent me a text message.
What did he say?
Can I read it?
Yeah, read it.
Because I asked him because I wanted to give it to you because we
terrible
discussed it a little
racist.
bit last night. This is from my friend Sean.
Sean Eccles?
Sean McCullough. We met him last night. My old bandmate from the
Oh,
Avenues.
yeah.
I said, Sean, send me this text message in your words and I'll relay it to Andy and the guys. So I said, tell us what you feel about the show. He goes, yeah, man. I feel like it was a special combination of sex, drugs, and rock and roll meets middle age, masculinity, and money.
Money?
He goes, a nice nexus of music, career, brotherly love, funny jokes that hit home, and then some aspirational jamming with band.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
And he goes on to say, there were many segments I wanted to keep going. Loved the combo. It bridges a nice gap, and I will have to tune in more often.
Hell yeah.
So
And
that's
they
a
said-
good Yelp review.
Yeah.
Good. That's at least
clap
a
for that.
My friend Sean, who lives in Brooklyn.
That's at least 4 stars.
So I sent it to him. So I think it was a success. I mean, I was kind of worried. I was like, what are my homies going to think I'm doing with my life out here?
He's like, it's terrible.
You're like, this guy Frasco, all his videos just hitting the nitrous tank and having Todd Glass be a pedestrian on NYPD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no, it was
good.
good. Yeah, my other friend Matt was back there with him, and both former bandmates.
It's like too many chairs though.
Too many chairs. Too many. Did you think too many chairs?
They had some open chairs.
It's
You know, I have my own opinions about. Todd and I even talked about it before going in there about spacing things out.
yeah.
So yeah, for me, and I think Beau too, like trying to get around the stage just to set cameras.
Oh
up
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Pain
Like
in the
that
ass.
was kind of hard because everyone's just pushed so
Uh-huh.
forward.
Damn, everyone's talking shit about City Winery. Let's go.
Ben,
Talk your
so-
shit, Ben. Let's go.
No, that's it. But I've struggled with it a couple different times. So
Do you
we
think
got work to do. But I
restaurant
think
gig.
it's a good sized room. So
I
we'll get there.
appreciate you bringing pizza to the bar. You got 5 boxes
That
of
was
pizza.
amazing.
That was
I
very
didn't eat
nice
it, but
of
it was
you.
cool.
Dude, you should have
You're
came.
welcome.
You were eating mushrooms and watching television in your hotel, and we were out here having a party.
We didn't talk about. I went. Oh my god. Woo. Last night.
Yeah, where did you end up?
You're talking about last night when you guys all.
Yeah.
I did mushrooms, and I've done mushrooms, but not that much. So this was like the first time I did them. And it's funny you didn't think I was going to go out last night because I was going out last night.
I saw
Oh,
your
man.
feet. I saw your feet with your socks on, eating your little sandwich. I'm like, he's staying in.
Then it kicked in, but it was like type
What
where
kicked in? The mushrooms? Oh my god.
and it was the type where I could like make things move. I had the I can make that move.
You had special powers.
Yeah, but I knew why. It was I also want to be aware. Yeah, because you're on mushrooms, you're able to do this. It wasn't like I was freaked out or anything. And then I would lose, and then I thought I'll get up in about a half an hour. I'll go meet everybody. And then I woke up at 2:30 and went downstairs and got candy.
Do you love
But you're
fucking
okay.
candy? This man doesn't eat all day, and then he'll have one meal like a fucking vampire at night, and then
like
he will eat
Halloween.
candy,
Go
and then
trick or
he'll work
treating.
out. I'm like, you got a pretty dope diet. Like I want that because I need to work, but I have to work out 7 days a week
Yeah.
to do that. You work out 7 days a week. I don't, so I got to like starve myself and then eat. And then not eat it during a certain
Yeah.
time.
That's really
I got a
bad
real
for you,
strict
actually.
regimen.
There's
No,
a
it's
good-
called intermittent fasting.
I don't think you're doing it like that though on a schedule, are you?
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting is like planned out, like
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
I accidentally got drunk for 2 days and forgot to eat. Intermittent alcoholism, I think, is what you're talking about.
He might have got you.
Got a point there.
I mean, I'm gonna give Nick the point.
I'll give you. I'll clap it out. I'll clap it out for you. I'll clap it out for you. That was good.
Oh man, sorry, but no, I think I'm right about that actually.
So we got one more show, Ben Raleigh. We're gonna give it all we can, right?
Yes,
We're gonna give
We've
it all-
been training for this for 2 days now.
We've been training. We're ready.
Yes, sir.
Raleigh tomorrow. Come on out to the poorhouse. There's still like 20 tickets available.
I haven't been there. What do I expect of people from
it's
Raleigh
more of a
and all
music
that?
club.
It's more of a music club.
You're gonna love it. It's dark as fuck
It's
in there.
dark
Oh,
as
wow.
fuck. You will have.
We brought
Well,
our flashlights,
there's gonna be
Beau,
some
so we're
shitty
good.
chairs probably.
But
Where's the just by the way? If I never saw it done right, I would think
Give it
that
up for Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Benny.
We love you. Corporate Ben in the building.
Benjamin.
I
We
was
love
gonna-
Ben.
I'm
great.
gonna, I'll go full circle because we're talking about something I'm so paranoid about it. When it comes to the reason I don't mind talking about the city winery, because I don't know. I swear, this is the truth. Somewhere deep down, I hope someone at corporate listens and goes, maybe he's right. Like, if they're making all the money they can make in the world, seriously, like, their
Right.
numbers are so good, they're like, yeah, we can make more, but we're doing fucking great. Then I wouldn't listen to a goddamn thing I said. But if there's someone on that end that goes, is there thought to what he's saying? Do we put the food before I don't know, maybe someone's downstairs in the bigger room. But even their square tables don't lend themselves to a vibe of like a show.
Yeah, yeah.
It's round. It's always round.
Yep.
It's always round. Who knows fucking why? But they're square. Oh, we're at a Bennigan's. It's like, and you know what? It's just. And by the way,
We're at
that's
a
all. Oh,
Bennigan's.
so what I was gonna say is lighting. The fact that it's done wrong the majority of the time, it's done right. And that's how you know, okay, well, is this wrong or is that wrong? And where did you play in LA where you opened up for their it was
Green Sky Bluegrass.
Yes,
The
yes.
El Rey.
The El Rey. Is that where
Oh,
that
no,
was?
the Fonda.
The Fonda, where they had an outdoor patio upstairs.
Yeah, we're playing there, by the way, again
Soon-
with Kyle Glass at the end of the month, March 29th.
As soon as I walked into the lobby at that place, I went, they fucking get it. It was funky from the minute you got into the lobby. Why not make people forget about the world? That's not like that by accident.
Right.
Who
Right.
owns that place wants it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything. And when you got into the showroom, it was dark and swanky. Same at the Fillmore, by the way. When they were letting the crowd in, I didn't really have to adjust what they did that much.
Yeah.
They it was swanky by their choice.
Right.
You know? So yeah, it is done right. Now I work at comedy clubs where they get it, but most of the time it's wrong. That's just life.
Kind of reminds me of Meow Wolf in Denver.
What's your take on air conditioning units?
What? I mean, I have an opinion, but I'm just wondering why you want to know.
I just like getting you worked up. That's all. It's kind of it is fun to get
I
you
do
worked
get
up.
worked up, but you know what? I care.
I could tell when it starts coming, dude. I'm like, brace yourself. Marty, our homie's like, is everything okay in there?
Everything's
Like,
better
it's
Oh,
than
fine.
really? Who has that?
My boy Marty from Barstools,
Yeah,
who's
he's
helping
cool.
us with the podcast.
Formerly.
Oh, really?
Formerly at Barstools. We're gonna poach him, and he's gonna work for us now. But it
Yeah,
was
so
so
sponsor
funny.
us.
He didn't even want to be in the room. He was just like checking his phone. I'm like, Marty, you good? He's like, no. He's like, are you all good? I'm like, no, that's just Todd. And I knew it was coming.
That makes me feel bad.
Well, I didn't want to start any
He's
more of a
okay,
scene. He's fine.
Yeah, but he thinks, oh,
he
there's a
deals
bad
with
energy
Dave
in there.
Portnoy.
Yeah,
and
right.
I mean, he knows
Yeah.
the manic. But
Maybe. I think the difference is, I hope. And by the way, if I have to change, I could change.
it's okay.
Oh, okay, I can't.
It's okay.
What if that was like a sign going, "You can't change, Todd"? No,
never change.
I don't think it's maybe with Dave, that guy. Maybe they're not allowed to react. I'm not in a room where people are not allowed to just. You're laughing while I'm doing it.
Right.
You're not. No, everyone's laughing.
I know, but you get pissed when I start laughing.
No, I don't. Look, I said, unless I can only tell you what my emotions are, and if I'm delivering them the truth, it actually calms me. Because if you're laughing and I'm yelling, that's why when you go, how serious are you? I am serious. I am serious. I'm not going to lie and go,
I didn't
it's a
know you yet. That's why I
I'm
was
not
just
going to go, it's a
gauging.
joke. But sometimes when you're funny, okay, I said this about Eddie Pepitone. I hope it applies for me. Eddie's lucky he can complain, and he's serious, but he's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I was hoping, so sometimes when I can yell like that, but you're laughing, because let me tell you something, probably with the experiences he has with Dave, he can't start just cracking up. Well, that
Right.
guy's mad. It's his boss. He can't go, ah. The
Right.
fact that you're all laughing goes, Todd, you're lucky right now that these fuckers are laughing because it's so absurd how angry you're getting. So I'm aware. I'm not stupid. If no one was laughing, I would know right away you can't bring that type of energy into a room.
You said, fuck you, you dumb piece of shit to me.
Fuck you. I did? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. That's verbatim.
No, I said you're all. I didn't say.
No,
you know
you
what?
fucking.
I wouldn't call you a dumb piece of shit.
No, but you
But
kind of did.
That's
it.
important, though. When
didn't say you
people
meant it.
reenact things, they change the verbiage sometimes.
You fuck it. You went like you fuck
Fuck
it.
Ollie, I kept saying. Fuck Ollie. You sit in a bright goddamn room with no atmosphere. I could give a fuck. Turn the lights up more. Yeah, now we can see the filth on the floor, the filth on the sofa, the fucking cum rag in the corner. That's from Andy. No offense. The dirt
I
on
do
the
like
ceiling.
coming on those towels.
Yeah.
Not in the green room. I never beat off in a green room. That's kind of weird.
I mean,
Weirdest-
there's a lot of people there, so.
I think about.
I like that I don't even think about that. I'm like, oh, yeah. Because then Andy goes, no, I would never do that. Well, where would you?
Yeah, where would you do it?
Especially last night with my low lighting, you could have been whacking off.
I know.
That's
See,
true.
that's why I do it. I do it for you.
It would've
So you
been-
can
yeah.
jerk off and pop.
So you can
Yeah. I like to keep this room like a blue shell because just in case Andy pulls his dick out, he'll be in peace.
One time I did it in a bathroom before I went on stage.
Really?
At the San Diego Improv. And I was
You
like
just beat off?
28 years old.
Did that hurt the set? Were you too relaxed?
I don't know, but maybe I think I was attracted to somebody and I couldn't
Well,
take it
hopefully.
anymore. But I went into the bathroom and then I came and I did it. And I came back out. I was like, oh, look at
I
me.
feel like I wouldn't want to do that. It would make me like play better when I'm full of seed.
I was going to say, I beat off in airplanes.
You really? I never did that.
I've
Yeah,
done
well,
that a couple
he keeps
times.
getting upgraded to first class. So.
But you put it. Don't you have them hold a hot towel over you so no one sees?
I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to
so
go to first
fun.
class and sit next to your friend? No, thanks. I think I'll just stay
Wow.
back here.
What a podcast. I think we've said it all.
Oh wow.
What else?
City
Any other-
Winery,
anything-
don't listen.
wait.
City winery.
Or do I guess?
No, maybe they.
Any
You know.
what do you want? Where do you want to go out to dinner tonight?
Oh, that means everything. What time you're going to a Celtics
I gotta
game, right?
no, I gotta. I'm going. I gotta
Celtics?
kiss the
Rangers.
I gotta kiss the Jam Band Illuminati ring tonight. I have
You
to.
should.
Yeah, I gotta.
Tell him if he wants to include me, I'm willing to serve him in any way possible.
You
I
see
give
all
him a
the-
pedicure.
let's just. Yeah, it's we're going to the Ranger
I'm just
game.
saying, I will serve the Illuminati.
I know. We already know.
No.
You don't get it.
I don't think you get the extent I will sell out the pores for him.
All right. I'll let him know when I'm over there. I gotta go hang out with the owner of the Knicks.
I hope we're all good.
We're good.
I'm gonna really turn it down a little.
No. At the end of the tour, the last day, Todd.
No,
better doubt
I
that.
No, I've had a
me.
blast. I've had a blast with you. This is epic, and I'm just honored that because you're not an opening, you're a headliner, and you're opening for this fucking weird concept. Like, you want to open for our podcast? You're like,
I took it, and like I said, because it's the whole. To me, it's the whole thing. You know, it's the
Right.
hanging, it's the everything. And some nights this is more fun. Other nights you're like, oh, you know what, that went better the first night, but god damn it, we went out afterwards. I don't look at it like
Yeah.
And you know what, the crowds, they're so far. I've done this 3 times.
Yeah.
And they're always nice.
yeah.
They're always really nice. So it doesn't. I don't care if the stand up changes from night to night. You know,
Yeah.
I try to. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
Yeah, I get
having? I haven't seen you eat candy in 2 days. Are you having withdrawals?
Oh, you didn't see me last night. I ate so much salt. I don't usually have this happen. And by the way, I don't usually do this. I thought I was having a heart attack. And then I realized, Todd, you ate a whole bag of popcorn. Like a whole big bag in the salt. And I was having heartburn. I don't get heartburn.
And you're
Holy
tripping.
shit.
I maybe had heartburn 5
You're like
times.
tripping dick. You're like,
Right. And then
feels
my
like
heart's
those
beating. I'm like,
cocaine
Todd,
years.
it's going to go away. You had a bag of. And I really was laying there. Then I'm laying there. This wasn't the whole night. This was the last half hour. And it went away. So I ate all that salt. I'm lucky. I can eat whatever I want. I've had heartburn. The first time I had it, I didn't even know what it was. I'm just lucky. But I had it last night. So now I'm laying there, the remnants of mushrooms, and my heart's beating. And I swear to God, I went, okay, are you having a heart attack? Because you're very aware right now. Hey, okay, you could call. You know, you're not just going to go from this to...
yeah.
That was my hope. So I go, just be aware. I even went and shut the bathroom door because I thought, I'm not kidding you, I thought if firemen had to get in, that door blocks that door in the hotel we're in,
You're
right?
so
I
paranoid.
opened that door. And because I pictured, I'm not kidding you, I'm not exaggerating this for the podcast.
I believe
I
you.
pictured how would they get in, and I go, they come in with an axe, or maybe they use the jaws of life for doors at hotels. And then I opened
We are
that
the
door,
opposite person.
and then I got back and I laid in bed. I laid in bed, and it went away. Like then I could just enjoy the mushrooms. The heartburn went away. I don't know why. I drank some water, and then I go, just don't. You're not having a heart attack. And then I woke up like 4 hours later, and I went like this. Oh my God, you didn't die.
I say that every time I wake up too. Actually, every day I say that. Oh my God, I didn't die.
Todd.
yeah.
See, I'm glad you I gave us that imagery of the mind that is Todd Glass. Now everyone will make sense of why we had a 25-minute conversation about chairs.
Well, can I say one more thing?
Okay.
I know we have to
Can
go.
we
I'm
title
sorry.
this podcast
But
Chairs?
You want to make sure you make fun of me where you should make fun of me.
Right.
But this is a little confident to say this, but I think I absolutely have value to
100%.
add.
Of
And
course.
my favorite thing is to say it doesn't make a little difference. It's my favorite quote.
What I'm talking about-
It's a gigantic difference.
What I'm talking about, Todd, is
The intensity of it.
your brain you're a problem solver. You're like a puzzle maker. Like you
puzzle finisher.
A puzzle finisher. Like you know
thank
how to you see the end point and you figure out how to make it that fucking tight thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Even with heart attacks.
You
You're
might
like,
be a great
just
tour
in
manager."
case I die, I'm going to keep that door open. And if the fireman who has to come, they'll be able to come in quickly and get my ass after 4 hours of sleeping
If
from
I
a
thought I
heart
was having a
attack.
heart attack, I'm like, housekeeping will find me in the morning.
Right. Oh my God, my manager's here. He vacuums the hallways of the hotels. Real quick.
Okay.
Speaking of firemen,
Yeah.
Tig Notaro has a joke about when the fireman had to come into her house and little carry her out. And so it made me think, wouldn't it be good if there was like Uber ambulance? And like, ever someone you go, you just don't want to, like when you're little, every little kid has done this. You fake sleep because you really just don't want to walk in the house. So you fake like, what would it be if, let's say it was $150, $250 for Uber ambulance. They come get you, the fire people lift you up into the bed. They put the bed in the ambulance.
Yeah.
They take you home and they lift you up and they put you in your bed. And you don't even have to be like, you don't have to be crazy drunk. You just might be like, I'm fucking tired. Like I would stay at someone's house an hour longer if I thought, when I'm done, they just come get you.
Right.
Uber ambulance. What do you think?
Uber ambulance.
They just take you home.
Maybe
Isn't that called like life support?
Yeah.
Well, that's different names for it. You're just saying apply
Like,
it.
you know, like those older people have that necklace that if you fall, it'll call
Life
them-
Alert.
Life alert.
Life alert.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy and I don't want to walk home.
Come get me. Uber ambulance.
Todd, would you do this tour again?
Yes.
Good. We're starting again in Philly next week.
I'll be
the
there.
exact same thing.
Of course I would. Let me tell you something. If you, I don't know how you are and the way you guys feel about me, but I'll only know once I'm gone. I would imagine if it's negative, it'll always start out positive. I love Todd Butt. You know, those will happen on your own time. I won't be around. But I've been on tours where when you like people, you know, everyone thought, like I did the Tosh tour, and there was 3 of us for a month and a half, shows every night, and we got along till the very end.
Yeah.
To the very end. You know how you know? Everyone's still meeting for lunch most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's still meeting, and we're on the day 40 of this tour, and we had nothing. There were no. Although somebody did once, they made fun of me because somebody, like, I don't like people like belching and farting, right?
Well, who does?
No, well, a lot of people, it's a joke. So I go, one of the comedians did, I go, is that what it's going to be now? That's
pretty funny.
That's their person. Is this
pretty
what we're
funny.
doing? We're shitting and belching now? We've loosened up? Is
I don't
this
like
what's going to
that,
happen? But it's just so from the beginning to the end, and I've been on with comedians that I've known for years, so I would.
Have you ever ripped like a fat shit in the green room?
Oh, why do you? No,
Just like while people are in there.
no,
just
I
fucking-
make everybody leave.
You do.
That rarely happens at a club, and I don't want to do it in the green room. But if I have to,
You'll kick everyone out so you can
Well,
just.
no, I'll just be embarrassed. I don't kick them out meanly. But one time I went, I have to go to the bathroom. Does anyone?
You might want to clear out.
might want to because it's embarrassing.
Did you do that when you
It's
masturbated?
embarrassing, but that's what Andy does.
I gotta jack off, guys. Can you guys get out of here? I need to crank one out before I get up there. I'm pretty backed up.
When you orgasm,
Like the Hoover
Todd,
Dam.
when you
Yes.
orgasm, do you scream?
What? No, I do probably what everybody does.
Like
I'll
when you're
videotape
coming,
it.
you're like,
No, please. Cheers! Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm going to find out. I'm going to talk to the band, see what you're passionate about. Get you real good.
I'm
Hey,
passionate about you,
You know-
and fucking Nick.
Andy's OCD as fuck too.
I'm so OCD. Well, I got that from I didn't get that from you, but
Your mom, you
I
said.
got
What
that.
you talking about?
I got that from. I knew I was okay when the first time I met Todd and the first time I went to your house. I'm like, fuck, why am I so OCD? No one else is like this. And then I went to your house and everything's fucking perfect. The lighting.
Yeah, I
the
bet your house. I asked
Dude,
you,
his
I
house
said-
is immaculate.
Remember I said that last night in the green room. I go, I bet Todd's
his house is
incredible.
and every vibe, every room,
That's
every
what I'm saying.
left, right is a fucking vibe.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I tell you what I've learned over the years to make people relax? Maybe it's a friend, significant other. They have never been to my house before.
Yes.
Sometimes people take that with if they spill something that they would be more nervous than in another
Right.
house, or they go, "Do you need coasters?" And one way it would really relax people. I go, "No, I'm organized." Don't take that for meaning like they would go, "I need a coaster," and I had a hammer, like it was a
Right.
piece of metal that you could hang. It doesn't matter, but it was a piece of metal, and I would bang my dining room table. It's an old barn table. But when they would, okay, I realize I'm just talking to myself.
No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
I'm
This
I'm
is
with
like,
you.
It's not that great of a story.
say it, say
Well,
it. No.
To juxtapose you guys, here's a story about my living. When I lived alone one time, I brought a girl back to my apartment, and she walked in and she looked around and she goes, "It looks like a serial killer lives here." I had nothing on the walls. It's just like I'm the complete opposite of that. So it's kind of, I like watching it because it's so different than how I am. I'm like, maybe I should be more like that.
Because you've been to my
I think
house,
you do.
it feels
it's
like
very organized.
like you.
And it's lit, but I guess what I was trying to say, because I wouldn't want anyone to picture that you have a sterile house that's organized. I hope my house is like yours. I feel like it is. I go out of my way to let people know. Don't think my organization has to do with I like you here. I love people at my house.
Yeah.
Or somebody will spill something, and I try to go out of my way to go, "Oh no, that shit. That doesn't bother me. I'm organized. Your house is the same way. It is very, very organized, but it does not have a sterile atmosphere because the chaos that happens in that organization is, and that's, I feel like my house too. But I like it to be a good vibe. Let me tell you something. I could talk about this. It doesn't have only to do with comedy. Weddings, most weddings are too bright. And let me really make this clear. You go, Todd, do you mean they're too bright for you? No. They're too bright for fucking everybody. I'm not going to a wedding that's really bright and everybody's dancing on the dance floor and going, I'm sitting there going, no one's dancing because it's too bright.
Right.
So it's not just for me. Most lighting, it's just not thought of. And, but that's probably true with everything. You know, how much music, there's good music, there's bad. But everywhere you go, people's houses, weddings, you go, so it's like, and when you care about it, you have to see it wrong so much that it pains you,
So the tour's been going good. So
and you know what? For the 10% of your audience that agrees, oh boy,
They
they're gonna
do agree.
They should no.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Only 10% agree.
Why does he
Most
think-
people don't give a shit. I'm acknowledging that. Most people don't agree with me. Most people don't care what I'm talking about. It's
Well-
boring to most people. People like passion, so maybe some of your listeners, they don't give a fuck about lighting, but they're enjoying me yell about it because it's funny at that level. I get it. But most people don't give a fuck about it. You go over to people's houses, it's too fucking bright. Everywhere you go, it's too fucking bright. Too fucking bright. Restaurants, shut the fuck up. You know who gets it more than anybody? In New York, I feel like. Because maybe it's so competitive that they have to fucking know what they're doing. How many bars do you walk by and it's so dark and all they have are tea candles? That's it, on every table. 7 gone down the bar, and you see that all the time.
Right.
Because they go, yeah, we're in competition. We're not selling drinks. We're selling fucking atmosphere. And there's a bar there, there's a bar there, there's a bar there, there's a bar there, there's a bar there. So we better fucking get it. So it's funny in New York that they get it. I'm not making this shit up. When I see it, and when you see it, what the fuck you want?
I love you so much.
I love you too.
I love you so
Who's this
goddamn-
dude? What am I talking? Like, I hope it does somebody some good, but what am I?
How'd you
How's my
think?
crotch?
You never asked me what I did with that girl after she called me a serial killer.
When was that?
When she saw my old apartment and said it looks like a serial killer lives here.
What'd you do?
I killed her.
All right, guys, volume.com. Thank you so much. Presented by volume.com. We got
my
one more show.
crowdsource is up on Seed and
Oh,
Spark.
yeah. Yeah, you're
When's this dropping?
tomorrow.
Oh no, it's not up yet.
Okay. Disregard what Todd said for another week.
Look for a link in the future about
Buy some
something.
tour dates, guys. West Coast tour and Florida tour is good. I'm having a blast. This
Frozen
has been
Dead
the
Guys.
best. Frozen Dead Guys, yada yada. All the shows. Go to the fucking shows.
I have shows too. You'll find. Just follow me on Instagram.
I don't want to promote anything.
I don't either. Last time it was an ad.
Last show was an ad. This
Yeah.
show is chairs.
Yeah.
It's a very eclectic.
This is what a podcast should be. Just talking about some chairs and shit. I love these kind of podcasts.
Atmosphere is what we're
No
talking about.
politics.
talking about atmosphere.
No garbage. Yeah,
But
atmosphere.
thank you guys so
chairs.
much for giving
Chairs
this
is
podcast
nice. It makes
tour.
me look crazy. Go to break.
Go to break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you do. You bring it back. I know what you're doing. Oh, we talked about chairs. No, we didn't. We talked about lighting. We talked about chairs. We talked about setup of a room. But it looks funnier. You'll go off with that narrative.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta drink the lamb's blood of the jam band.
And now
Illuminati.
a special message from Kodak.
Have a good day. Bye bye. We'll see you next week with Goose.